Well, how's it going, everybody? Dan here with the 58 Pontiac Safari Rescue. Hope you're all having a great day. Well, we're going to get ready to divorce the body from the frame in this quick video. There's a lot going on here. I'll try to cover most of it. All the bolts actually came out of the frame to the body without breaking. I was quite surprised. It was nice to see. I used a lot of PV blaster and let them sit for a couple of nights before I actually started pulling them out. But they all came out unbroken, and threads were nice and clean. That's what happens when the car is parked with only 26,000 miles on it. So had to pull the the steering column out, emergency brake cable, disconnect all of that, linkage from the transmission and the steering column and all that before I could actually pull the frame out from underneath the car. So I built my own stands, 32-inch tall, on dollies, so that it allows me to still roll the front body around if I need to. Used a engine hoist on each end, slowly lifting one side at a time until I got it high enough. Supported it with 3 2x4s that are 8 feet long, rested on these pedestals that I made. Worked great. Was able to get the car underneath, frame out. Of course, I was pretty excited that night. I had to pull off the rear frame rail because it was jerked on by a chain. The next morning I went ahead and pressure washed the inside and outside the frame, got it all cleaned out, and started stripping parts off. Before I took the wheels off, though, I rolled her back into the shop, and there's that frame rail I pulled off before, and here's after. So I did get it straightened out quite a bit. I have to weld in some new plate where the holes, mount holes were, because those were pretty rusted out. So I'll do that at a later time. Looking at the frame, you can see the stitch welds here, pretty rusty. This is the bottom of the frame, sitting on the ground, I think, when it was parked. Left some pitting, but again, you can see the stitch welds here. Basically, the frame has 2 C-channels locked together with a stitch weld on top and bottom. And that's pretty much the extent of the frame. A lot of these welds where the slag is and stuff, I got rid of and grinded those off and smoothed everything out, made it look pretty, and then pulled the rear suspension and front suspension out. Got it down to the frame. As you can see, those A-arms look pretty rough. And then got the old wood chisel out, dull wood chisel actually, to scrape off all of the caked on grease. The media blaster guy doesn't want any of that on the frame because it contaminates his media, so I cleaned it off as best I could. As you can see, the frame's got some surface rust and a lot of grease residue. Here the frame's upside down and you can see all the dirt from inside that cross member. A little bit of pitting on the bottom back side of the frame, wasn't too severe. That was because I think the frame was actually sitting on the ground. And here you can see a portion of the center plate on that X frame pulled off. And here you can see the front driver's side frame before and after welding that C-channel together. So basically I welded down full length frame, both rails, top and bottom. I did a full bead weld all the way down the car, so this gives me a lot more rigidity in the frame. And then coming up here is some modifications that I made. After it was all done, I started making some custom modifications to that X in the frame. This is a really important thing because of the amount of horsepower I'm putting in this car. I want it to be really strong, and I don't want to have a split drive shaft. So a friend of mine and I worked on some ideas, came up with a plan, and we had some parts cut up and started making a template for those parts. There's the parts. The template was just after this. You can see where I've got this squared off with tape. We are creating 2 full channels on both sides. The nice thing about making it triangulated is that it will fit in the tunnel of the car. So welded that up, and then we're going to load everything up on the trailer and head it off to the media blaster. So just thought I'd share my latest. Hope you guys all have a great one. Sorry for talking so fast, but I wanted to get as much information as possible with these photos. You guys all take care. Thanks for following, like, and subscribe, and we'll catch up with you soon.